Are you serious? Are you literally serious? I mean, folks, this is ugly. This is, what? I mean, I want to just scream what, but, all right. L.A. Marzulli I'm sure would definitely appreciate this article. I want to thank Burke McGill for this report. Anthropologist in Central Africa found the remains of giants in a burial ground in the jungle near one of their cities, Kigali, in Rwanda. Now, the bodies were probably buried 500 years ago. The head of the research group says he believes them to be of alien origin. Now, hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Hold it. Now, they might be alien origin because they're not of this world necessarily. Not because they come from Mars, but because they are this. You might be looking at a skull being unearthed right there and the rest of its body also. You might be looking at Nephilims, which is in the Bible, and I'm going to share that. Giants were in the Bible. By the way, David killed a giant. It was 9'6", and that wasn't as big as some of them. The Goliath of Gath had brothers bigger than him. And they have found bodies in the past. I'm talking about skeletal remains of giants that were as much as 13 foot tall. Now, that would be biblical, because when the children of Israel got ready to go into Canaan, they came back with a report and said, the land is beautiful, it flows with milk and honey, but we look like grasshoppers compared to these guys. It's because they were literally 13, 14 foot tall. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. If you grab a Bible, calm down. This is not some UFO alien report. I'm telling you what the Bible says in Genesis chapter 6. But they have found 40 communal graves of approximately 200 bodies, all perfectly preserved. The creatures are approximately 7 feet tall and taller. Their heads were disproportionately large. And they did not have, well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to put the link below for you. They say that they, you know, they're thinking these are from outer space. The truth is, these are the corpses, if you will, the remains of what looks like a tribe of Nephilims. Now, the Bible does tell us in Genesis chapter 6, it says, it came to pass that when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, and that they were fair. And they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. So that's the timeline, maximum ability we can live put on us. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that. So there were giants before the flood and after that. When the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, they bare children to them, and the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. God saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of his thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord said, I will destroy man, whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I have made them. But Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Now, you can read on down. The Bible does tell you that the land, that in verse 11, it says that the earth was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence. And God looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. So there were giants before the flood, and there were giants after the flood, as David had to kill Goliath, and then his servants killed Goliath's 4 other brothers. We know that the Canaanites and the Amorites, and the Jebusites, and the Hivites, and the Midianites, and and the Amorites, and the Amaleks, all of them. There were many giants in the land of Israel during the days of King David, which would have been about 3,000 years ago. So it doesn't shock me that a tribal group of Nephilims were found in, down in South Africa, in Rwanda. So we'll keep an eye on what's going on here. But L.A. Marzulli, I'm sure would appreciate this article, as he has been doing an extensive study on the Watchers and has done a great job with it. I've had him as a guest for me a couple times. I think I should bring him back and ask him about what's going on down in Africa, Central Africa, in Rwanda. Are you serious? Something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. Don't be left behind. Are you saved?